tomorrow. Hello? Yep. Sorry, mic was off. I already said all the good stuff too. That's all the energy I got today. That's it. James is up with us this morning. It's very rare that James will get up and come in here and stare at me. Market's going red anyways today, you think? Yeah, either way. Either way. All right, so Donkey Kong looks like coming down on my daily to a trend line. And that's not the trend line I had. Not sure why that trend line is like that. Should be down here actually. That's weird. iRobot. Yeah, you did say you got, yeah, I did look at it. It's got a big old cup base on it. It does have some pretty good volume. It's not great, but it is pretty good. What are they doing anything or is this just a technical trade? Got a rejection up here. Looks like we did just cross that rejection. How's our volume today? It's on par with yesterday. Yesterday had a pretty good day. And yeah, iRobot rocking here. I think I took this off the list. Oh, no, it's there. iRobot EXP at 4%. All right, it's going for it too. It's getting some Soxel up quick this morning. Wow, right back up to highs, guys. This thing is rocking. Soxel leading the market. Soxel's been up pretty good lately. Bitcoin had another 1%, which gives us 2.87. I never did make a Riot trade yesterday, speaking of which. Riot up another 5%. Odd, Bitcoin's up like 1%, and then Riot goes up 5%. Be interesting trade if that were to continue, huh? Zoom pretty good. Silver, PLL, Sand. Zoom is very, very nice tight flag here. All right, I'm jumping on Zoom. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but that is a ridiculously tight pattern on the daily, and it is launching up here today. Where the hell's my options? Oh, you know what? It's on its own window, isn't it? It is. Look how tight this thing's been, Ellie. It's just been super tight. That's very nice. It's breaking a small declining trend line right there. Volume yesterday was 40% of average volume, under 40% of average volume. So very small volume day yesterday. And today, look at our volume already is pretty big. So Zoom looks like it could be going. I did roll my Tesla option. I closed the one out for this week and I rolled it into next week. I think I raised the stop a little bit or the strike price a little bit. I guess where could this get to? Oh, maybe we'll take a measured move out of this. Maybe we'll just go from there. Zoom has been very aggressive. So that would put us at 603. And according to that run, it would get there by 10:15, which is a little bit too close. Even going on to 11:6 is pretty good. 11:6 puts us after the election. Not sure if that matters for something like Zoom. Very tight little pattern there. It's like Pulling into the 10/20 day. Not even getting close to the 50. 603 looks. Oh, really, Rob? Oh, that's weird. All right, so we got 10. I got 1030. This is 1015. Sheesh. That is aggressive. Break even a 564. That's not bad. Break even a 539. Oh, there's the XPI. I was looking down. It went up. Go EXPI. Bam, new highs again here, ladies and gentlemen. EXPI continuing the move. Be a great measured move if that keeps on that pace. All right, Zoom pulling in here. Well, it gives me a minute to plan a trade. Wasn't really. Have to get Microsoft, like legitimately. Okay, yeah, not mad at a Microsoft down here. Got to bounce back to the 230 level. Okay, let's look at that for a second. All right, we'll watch a Zoom right there. Check out Microsoft. If we're going to rebound here, which I mean, we're not breaking down, so we're likely to just keep going up. I probably got to have good tech, to be honest, really. Microsoft, good tech. It's Microsoft, man. Whether you like their tech or not, it's still Microsoft. That is hilarious. All right, say 231. 35 days is 93% for 210 on Microsoft. That's not bad. So it takes out to 1113, which would be like that. Okay, not bad. Kind of racist for saying Microsoft has good tech? Good business sense. Ooh, EXP back down with a quickness. How's that racist? There's everything today I say going to be racist. Like, ooh, that looks pretty good. The housing stocks look good. That's racist. What? That's the theme for the day. We're just gonna start doing themes for the day, and today's is everything is racist. All right, so Let's see here. Loosely eyeballing a TQQQ trade at 15% to the 160. And then some pretty good trades here. Yeah, if we're going to start getting above this little plateau here. It looks like we're loosely trying to do that, aren't we? There we go. Yeah, right on the cusp of breaking up here. I mean, the stocks are set up for it, so it wouldn't surprise me. AMD down, a couple things down there. Nothing too crazy though. Most everything's holding up. Yeah, if we could be give a move up here. That's the 150. Be good for one break even level. That's pretty good. Why is GME second most traded, just second to Tesla? Oh, GameStop? I don't know. I heard something about they're up like 60% or something last night. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Right in the middle of the day. I don't know why. I didn't really care. Oh, Microsoft partnership? Okay. Oh, that's what you meant by good tech, Ellie. They had GameStop tech. Duh. Makes sense. I apologize. WWR? Which one's that one? That Walter Reed or whatnot? I mean, up another. It was super down yesterday. It's not up at all. You're killing me, Rob. All right, EXPI going for it, guys. MJ too. MJ's been pretty aggressive here. I don't know why. Look at yesterday's volume. Not what I was expecting. Blew through my 11. That's for sure. So, MJ, maybe. I don't know. I'm looking at MJ thinking maybe those long-term options here would be better served down here. Although at the same time, they said due to the debate, they said if the Democrats win that they're going to legalize MJ. I'm like, well, yeah, they've known that for a long time. Maybe after the vice presidential debate, which was here, it seems like a dumb excuse. Yeah, yeah, probably short covering. I don't know. Well, actually, a lot. It's been slowly going by state. I think Obama tried. Now they will. They'll get it done soon. You knew it was coming 5 years ago. Arizona, we've been trying for a long time. It just gets closer and closer and closer, and then eventually it'll pass. So, all right, how's Zoom doing? All right, Zoom a little stagnant right here. Great volume this morning. A little bit too many candles at the top here, but we'll see how this plays out. Not going to give up on it too much. Tesla looks like it's hanging around. DocuSign. The chipmunk fiasco? What are you talking about? 1.75? I should talk like this, and you can watch it at 1.75 speed to see what it sounds like. That'd be funny. Okay, now I want to go. I want to go look at that. It sounds like I'm talking down to everyone, but in reality, I'm just living my life for the future speed viewers. You're welcome for me talking like this. All right, Soxel. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't re-upped that subscription still. I still want to. Again, they sent me a form and I somehow don't know where it is. And I haven't looked for it either. So, I don't know, it's catch 22. Tesla had a pretty hard reversal yesterday. Uh, now my keyboard works. So Tesla had a pretty hard reversal yesterday after trying to go higher for a little bit, but we're not giving up too much ground. Actually, it was not even a bad day. Pretty much closed flat. Now today we're up a little bit, so it's not really doing too bad. Your Soxel trade? That's a great record there, Rob. Yeah, this thing just rocketed up, just crazy. I was looking at it too down here, kind of like I'm looking at the Nasdaq a little bit. Yeah, I mean maybe Sox was leading the Nasdaq. Maybe we're gonna get back up quicker than we think. I mean I got that TQQQ lined up. Good job, bro. It's a great trade, my man. What do you mean you think that might be a record? That should be like blowing out a record. Oh, but you're thinking maybe TQQQ? All right, TQs looks like they're starting to pop up. We got an 805, 1023, 805, 139. Sorry. Hey, James. Poking up a little bit. Let's see what XPI has got going on. Hey, what's up, RP? All right, EXPI doing great. It's Donkey King's doing down here. Yesterday had a pretty hefty downside. AMD, AMD's great, man. It's a real leader. They just came out with their chips last night. Sell the news event this morning. I'm not sure how long that's going to go for, but I mean, longer term trajectories are great. I got I got nothing bad to say about AMD at all. I mean, even if I did, it wouldn't be worth it. Added to my Donkey Kong position at 51.25 with the stop loss at 48. Is that fair? Um, where's 48? Well, we have a prior low down here on this candle of 47 or so. So actually, I closed out a Donkey Kong trade. I do still like it, but the volume is kind of reversed on me here, and I've got a different time horizon than if you're just playing with the stock. So, I mean, all in all, I don't not mad at it. I think 40, what do you say, 48? Yeah. 48, maybe a little high. Maybe a little bit high. But we'll see. I mean, it's not, you can see here on the daily chart, it's not really taking big leaps lower, which is a good thing. So it'll probably stabilize out at some point. The 50-day moving average could catch up to it. Right now it's down here at 43. Usually stocks will come and check in on their 50-day every once in a while. And this thing kind of just got one because it's a recent IPO. So go back, check on Zoom. All right, Zoom looks like it's headed back up. Let's go check out a Zoom trade again when I should already be in, but I always wait. No, I think I may jump in here though. I may layer in. I haven't gotten anything yet. Every time it pops up there, it sells off. I don't like that action, but it's the volume this morning is good. There's some players in it today. You can see even right there, we just kind of caved back in. What you got, Rob? VVPR. Okay. Wow, that's not bad at all. I'm not super mad at that. What is this thing? Executive signed a definitive agreement to acquire 51% of light electric vehicle company called Tembo ELV. Ugh. No. Is this that one that wanted to become an electric vehicle company? I do like the cup and handle base. This is pretty nice. Oh, it's an NASDAQ stock. No options. Hmm. You do have a cup and handle here. This isn't the worst thing we've seen. Maybe a pullback by this morning on this if it shows some more bullish signals later in the day. But again, this is one of those stocks that's just going to rock you in one direction or the other. Hopefully, you get the direction right. It's pretty much all there is to that one. It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's everywhere, Rob. It's freaking everywhere. It's like, you know what? If a company were to come out today and say they're going to do a Bitcoin electric car mining, dude, be done. And they call it a chip stock. It's everywhere you want to be. Exactly. Exactly. All right, EXPI. Just murdering here. Very, very nice. I don't mind murdering in this fashion. Ellie, it's time for your quote. I feel one coming on. My MJ trade getting destroyed here. Hard to sell a call on something that's popping up. See if it'll pull back. It's still got a week, so easily could sell off from 12 back to 11. It's okay. It's okay. So I have this till November 20th. EXPI till November 20th. Looks like still has plenty of room to go. Which one's MVIS? Microvision? Had some option activity. February 19, $2 calls at the ask. I think we looked at that. Yeah, good action overnight there. 5% Thursday following Seeking Alpha article. Microvision LiDAR is worth $2 billion according to valuation of Velodyne. So they make LiDAR. Oops. Oh, it's a whole article. Velodyne and Luminar are currently and still the market leaders in LiDAR. Since 2016, LiDAR has been valued at $1.8 billion. Several financing rounds by Ford. Pop-up came up and screwed up. Okay, Hyundai and Baidu, also in July 2020 for the upcoming IPO. LiDAR has been valued at $2.9 billion by investors, including Volvo in the merger with Gore's Metropolis to be listed on the NASDAQ. So they've got patents in LiDAR, it looks like. Probably going to see a lot of companies trying to do that. You know, that whole electric vehicle thing. They're going to do autonomous driving too. So it could be actionable. It could be a gap and go situation. They got up to 3.4, which was almost 3.45. 3.45. So they already kind of double topped. Very interesting situation. 0.82 for the NASDAQ. Starting to go up a little bit. EXPI tightening. SOX already to go for all-time highs. Man, this freaking... I think my trade was like 800% on SOXO when I bought it down here. it's already up here. Look at that. Look at my trend line. Holy bejesus. No, inexcusable, Ellie. Inexcusable. Rob can't do stuff that you can do like that. It's messed up, you know. ISNG? INSG. All right, let's take a walk. Silver trying to bounce back a little bit. Popped up a little bit on the SLV. That's a triple silver ETF. EXPI, we know killing it this morning. Just excellent volume. Soxel, already back at recent highs. Hopefully NASDAQ will do the same. I think Soxel's leading the NASDAQ right now. Zilling screen? I don't think we have that on our list. What? Earnings? No. What's Xilinx? ROS insights for Xilinx. What's ROS? October 9th? Oh, looks like it was earnings. Sometimes the Ameritrade doesn't have their ish together with some of these. Okay. So good earnings. Cool, cool. Yeah, I messed up my walk, Rob. Now I have to start my walk over. Ping. iRobot popping? Good. Okay. Need some volume, but where are we going? Where are we going, Ellie? You got a target or something on it? It's pretty aggressive. Very aggressive here the past several days. 130. That is aggressive. Measured move or something? Yeah, that's gotta be a measured move, huh? Or are you joking? I mean, that could be a measured move. You're laughing at me. That's messed up. I don't appreciate that, yet I appreciate that greatly. Just keep fucking with Randy until he never finishes. Sounds like my wife, but they started a marketing campaign. The measure move isn't bad, and that would actually take you right back to all-time highs. Yeah, she said decriminalize. She even said go back and get rid of weed convictions, I think, which is interesting. I'm not sure the feds can do that for the state, but she's asleep. She will never know. 130. What's the timeline to get to 130? If, I mean, if it's gonna be that aggressive. Going to the end of the year, you're looking at up the tippy top or 300%, 295. That's gonna be a very aggressive move though. That's going out to 115, 20, and 21. 130. Let's say it gets to 120. 120, you're looking 150, 140, 150. Well, I'm just looking at the chart. I mean, this thing has been really hot garbage. Really, there's like been nothing very good on it. You had a extension here that was nice. Channel break right there. And this would be a cup break. Maybe like that. You're hoping for these aggressive runs after some of these. Yeah, could go. Goes to the prior high, goes to the prior high. Benefit from Amazon Day. Okay. All right, so Zoom chopping around the highs here still hasn't been able to escape its little choppy garbage. Nasdaq 0.9, Tesla a little bit green. Peloton had a little red day yesterday. Still above the trend line, well above the 10-day as well. Looks like we're just keep on keeping on. GBTC. Why do I have a... I wish I could just keep that like that. All right, net. Net's going... Net looks like it's trying to go back into all-time highs. Do we have an actual base here? This could be a base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, we got a base. 27% deep. Actually, looks like a double bottom base. And we may have already even broken out from it. I'm not sure we had a breakout volume. It looks like... I wonder if we're on our way with net. You still... You like net, right, Ellie? Like just the company, Cloudflare? UAL option trade? We can go look at one. Just depends on stuff. Yeah, net's good. I wonder if we just keep rocking it though with net. I had a trade here that worked out really well. Yeah, net ain't going away. That's for sure. I agree with that. A lot of good opportunities here. All right, let's go look at that UAL trade. Yeah, I ain't doing my walk. You guys are bringing up good stocks. Um, yeah, I don't know. You know, the inability to bounce back is concerning. So there's something about like getting a bargain, which is kind of what you look for in these types of trades. At the same time, there's a reason the market hasn't bought it back up. I mean, are they accumulating shares? I think they are. They've got to be accumulating some shares, but yeah, well, I think the thing everyone the airlines are, if you look at the airline business model, NPR did a thing a while ago, not that long ago, but like a week ago or so, on the airlines and how air traffic just isn't coming back. It's just not coming back. You'd have to look at some really, really long-term ones. So I've got StockShed open on the other side. You do have an option going out to 2023. And if your target, I mean, if you're looking for them to come back here at 73, let's see what that looks like. Even after 2023, it's 122%. So let's get into 73. I mean, you're at 100% with the stock and 125 with an option. I don't know if the difference is worth it. And that's out to 2023. I mean, that's a good amount of time. It's gonna screw up my chart again. Oh, I actually only need to go to right there. So there is 73, January 20th. Close enough. So I mean, that's your dealio right there. I mean, if you wanted to, I really just think you're renting time at an option right now. I don't know. I don't know what travels back to. Like, it's really hard to tell with airlines right now. I think it's just too soon. That's why you're not seeing a bunch of. I mean, there's some good volume here. Actually, there's some nice pocket pivots. I just don't know if it's something from a timing perspective. We can go sideways a bit longer. Zoom's up 3%. All right, I might jump on Zoom. Ooh, it just dumped. Jeesh. Make up your mind, Zoom. I guess it is. I guess it is making up its mind. All right. Yeah, I just think it's a little too soon. EXPI in the red here. I'm up over my 100% threshold for EXPI. I wonder if I should just close that. I just wonder if I should close it. I'm up 100%. That's kind of my plan walking in, was start to close doubles. So maybe I should just close it. Deal with airlines. They're still flying right now. What are they waiting for? International. Well, they're flying, but their capacity is not what it should be. Close at 100. All right, let's do it. Let's take a profit. My goodness, big spread on this bitch. All right, closed it. Done. Why not? All right. Yeah, nice. D-Dog. What are you doing, D-Dog? Oh, look at D-Dog. That looks pretty nice. Oh, I don't mind some D-Dog. Look at that pop. Nice declining volume here. You take a measured move out of this. Pretty classical measured move up to 130. Really shouldn't take that long, too, if and when it breaks out. There's some good options opportunities in that one, but it's a little bit too. Gotta wait for the breakout. There we go. I kind of like it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Any news right now? Price target 126 from 107. That's kind of funny. That almost lines up with my 130. Even going 21 days out is pretty good. That's not a bad little move out of a nice little pattern. Looks like it tried to go higher, failed. Maybe on another attempt, that'll be the one. That happened last time. You have 4% cash? I'm like 50% cash. I'm pretty cash heavy right now. Still making progress, but actually now I'm well over 50% because I just closed out that AXPI position. So yeah, I'm going to be looking to see what's working here. My little test Peloton trade working out really good. I don't really have a plan for this one other than just price action. AMD. Well, what's your time frame for this one? I mean, it's had a nice little run up. A little bit of a pullback is not the end of the world. There is a slight head and shoulders pattern to it. So depending how tight to the vest you want to play it, if you're playing it tight, then you probably would have to exit, and then your buyback point would be at the 88, 80 level. Yeah, I mean AMD long term is great. Is anything wrong with that? You're gonna get some chop. I mean, remember we went like sideways for 4 months here. Just depends if you want to hold it for 6 months or not. Yeah, no major words of wisdom on that one, but that's kind of how I read it. Well, I don't know. It kind of cut through the 50-day a little bit here. It's not really respecting it that well. AMD's cycles now at this stage seem to be a little bit longer. Here in this more major uptrend, we had that big channel. We were respecting now we're chopping it. So do you want me to come up with a haiku or something? Time frame's a year. Yeah, I think you're fine for a year. If you zoom out a year here on the weekly chart, goes up to 7,000. 7,000 is what the chart implies. I'm just kidding, no idea. D-Dog. I like D-Dog. D-Dog getting some volume right now. Didn't really get it in the morning, but we just got some volume on D-Dog. This is not a bad trade. NASDAQ going back up 0.85. Sector rotation. You know, I thought that yesterday, actually. I thought that yesterday. Beyond Meat 0.9. Foot Locker. All right, D-Dog with a little pop right there. A little fight happening there. How's Space doing? I just saw it. There it is. Oh, they're jumping. DraftKings moving lower. Space moving a little lower too. Yeah. Big symmetrical triangle. It'll get over there in time. CTS, Starbucks, D-Dog, EXPI back up. I'm liking the D-Dog. Double diggity dog. So 10:30 for this thing to get to right there. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's a measured move off of that, just the one big ass day. I like the volume declination here. So we had something, looks like something a little similar here. There was a gap up here on high volume. We declined, and then we pushed up higher, then shook out, and then continued up. So it's a shakeout attempt here. So this guy with a measured move here. And let's say from the attempted breakout there, it actually took, this one took 47 days. So that would put you just about 100% trade if it did something like that. Almost identical signatures. Not bad. 0.72 for the NASDAQ. EXPI 5. Zoom 3.22. Zoom fighting to stay up. Haven't pulled the trigger on Zoom yet. I like that Zoom and D-Dog trade. You got NQ 0.7. Now we're fighting up there. Looks like SOX reversed a little bit here too. Yeah, SLV looks like it popped its head up out of its low consolidation just a little bit. On Zoom? No. No, I hadn't even gone into my, I'm still working in stock shit. I haven't even gone to my broker yet. Sometimes I go to my broker and just let the order sit there. But I hadn't even gotten that far. Just, it's pretty choppy all morning. Like there's not too much conviction up here. Mentioned early on we had these candles with pretty high wicks. Tried going higher, that didn't work out. So we'll see what happens with it. Still watching it. Let's go check out global watch list. Oh, there's Xilinx with earnings. NBev. Haven't seen that name in a while. That one getting a little bit froggy. I'm not even sure there's a pocket pivot in there, but it's got a curl on it. NBev curling up. It's one of your MJs if I'm not mistaken. Here. Wow, here with a pretty nice nice base. Moving averages converging. Could be ready for a move up. It's some relatively close point in time. That's not too bad. LL. Lumber Liquidators. Rocketing up there. So EXPI 5.01. Riot. All right, blockchain still looking pretty good. CRISPR. How's CRISPR doing? CRISPR over an all-time high here on the weekly. And it's looking like it wants to try to go. Hexo with a ton of volume. A ton of volume back over here in May. SOX, a little bit of a reversal. Nothing too major yet. How's Tilray doing? We haven't talked about Tilray in a super long time. I think we did look at it yesterday, so maybe that's wrong. Tilray may be trying a reversal. Maybe it's MJ's time. Let's go back to Tilray. I don't know. Maybe. Look at the 50 days starting to lose some momentum down here. So we've come back down to a low, and looks like we've been supported above it, 243 to 4 or whatever. Yeah, 200 could act as resistance, but Yesterday was a pretty good pocket. You can see there's actually a few pocket pivots in here. Come on. Pocket pivot. Ooh, that one's not quite a pocket pivot. That red day killing it. Pocket pivot. Pocket pivot. Pocket pivot. Pocket pivot. Pocket pivot. Pocket pivot. So they're nibbling at it. They're nibbling at it. Yeah, it goes from the 50A to the 200. Yeah, still some selling this morning. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Yeah, this thing hasn't seen the 200 in. It's like a 600-pound dude seeing his wee wee. Just doesn't happen very often. This thing's never seen his 200. Ever. Never seen the 200. It's not gonna know it's not gonna know what to do when it gets there. Probably blast up through it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of volume down here at the low. I mean, there's pretty obvious we do have a bottom over here. I guess the question is this the next low? So that would be our primary trend line right there. But we don't even have an uptrend. We do, I guess, loosely have a setup here. How would you decide between the names Hexo, CGC, ACB, Tilray? That's a great question. I mean, I look for the best technical action, generally. I mean, MJ could be a way to play it. MJ has a decent mix, last time I checked at least, of pretty much all of them. EXPI 5.35. Let's go through the list here real quick. Hexo, a lot of volume down there. CGC, not as much volume down there. I'm not sure if they're still as good. ACB, looks like come almost all the way back down. And Tilray, geez, I don't know if that's better or worse, but we got a lot of volume showing up at the lows here. I guess remember a long time ago we looked at the some of the ratios, like not price to earnings but price to sales, because they had no earnings and they didn't report anything and it was just a big old jumbled mess. We can go look at that. There's Westwater Resources, right? Blockchain. Oh, there's a Finviz. So sales 200 million. They had a price to sales, I thought. Yeah, 3.98. Remember it was like 15 or something, something like that. It was crazy. So I'm not even. It's hard to say even if we're gonna get back to those highs. I mean, maybe this is reality. You know what I mean? So if you're looking, yeah, I guess if you're looking for the 200, that's not the most unrealistic play. That wouldn't even take you up to the prior high at this stage. You're looking at 9.56. PLNHF, I doubt it. They don't have. They only have like the registered companies and stuff. Nope. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it a little bit, maybe a little bit more closely than we have been. Some of the MJ stuff. I don't think we need to be jumping on it. I guess it depends on the trade. I'm not sure what their volatility number is. They've only had one major drop other than just the general drop. They had the one coronavirus drop as they just dove everything into the dirt, which probably made valuations look a little bit better, hence your your major volume down here. Give me some long-term growth names. Marijuana. All right, buy a bunch. And then that's what happens right there. How's D-Dog doing? EXPI 5.17. is Genus. $6.43. Is that the one that? Little gap up, moving up. Not bad. 0.71 for the NASDAQ. Peloton doing okay. What about it, our Pete? Well, you know, every dog has its day, right? I mean, we were following MJ in 2018 during the heyday, um, and then we didn't expect it would go. Like MJ is the ETF, the main ETF for the sector is up here at 45. We didn't expect it to get down to 10. We thought it would probably go up with some legislative stuff in 2018. And then now with the election coming up, we're seeing some big volume pop in MJ. We're above a higher low. So, looking for maybe a turnaround, not jumping on it, but you have to keep on top of trends and the rotation of the market. And marijuana was a big rotation in 2018, huge rotation out of it in 2019. And with coronavirus, we may have found a low because it took, probably quickened up the cycle of bottoming action on MJ. Is probably what it did. But just looking at it here, I'm not really eyeballing a specific trade. But yeah, you're right, a multi-year downtrend. But the MJ is not going away. It's not like you're looking at ported telephones here. Something you probably can't even find in Target anymore. But very, very high probability these will come back and start running again at some point. So you just have to keep your eye on them every once in a while. All right, Zoom getting a little better, 3.7. A little bit more solid here. You're seeing some distribution. Not too bad. All right, Zoom volume I think is already almost even with yesterday. We got 3.6 versus 4.1. We're not showing a tremendous amount of momentum. Probably won't even get a pocket pivot today. I may layer in. -10 to +20. You're gonna grow old quick, Rob. All right, Zoom's been able to hold up. Market 0.85. Market's also able to hold up. What am I looking at here? I got a 1113 trade with 35 days. -100% to 200%. That's a 2-to-1 risk reward, Ellie. It's a 2-to-1. Just go all in on that strategy. It's good to go. All right, D-Dog outperforming here. All right, we're at these highs. See if we back away or not. Trade desk still going. Amazon. What? Oh, RP, did you get back in your Amazon? See, you could have got back in at 32. You could have got a discount. You could have made some money. Wink, wink. Yeah, maybe I should look at an Amazon trade. My last Amazon trade worked out pretty well. You mean just Head and Shoulders or the inverted Head and Shoulders, like the NASDAQ? Oh, you're saying this is an inverted Head and Shoulders? Gotcha, the inverted. Yeah, that measured move isn't very big, though, on that inverted. Well, yeah, I think they're basing out for the election, man. The question is are they going to go now or are they going to go later, or what's the time frame for some of these trades? That's the question. Like for Amazon here, if it's going to be respectful. So that's your breakout. And that's your measured move right there. Right back up to 3,600. So if those meet, you're at 11.9, which is not a bad trade. .89 for the NASDAQ. Let's go check out Apple. Some of the big guys. Check out Facebook. How's Apple doing? Not bad. Not completely out of the woods yet, but got a nice little flag going on right there. A couple of high volume sell candles. Not the best in the world, but still, it's at freaking Apple. Warren Buffett's probably buying a couple of $100 million of it because he doesn't know what the fuck to do with his money. Facebook, very similar to Apple, actually. Not as good as not as good as Amazon, I don't think. Different volume signature. Is that a good bottoming candle a couple of days ago? Yeah, it looks like a good bottoming candle a couple of days ago. What's up, James? Yes. I ordered them, yes. They'll be here at some point. I don't know. But yes, I did. Just deal with it for now, okay? Maybe just kind of make sure when you're brushing to maybe you can hold the whole thing together or something, okay? Hold on a sec. All right. Yeah, Facebook a decent bottoming candle. What if Apple had the same? We weren't that zoomed in. I'm just looking for it. Yeah, could be a bottoming candle. There wasn't any major wick to the downside. It actually looks like it extended. Apple getting nice and tight here too, though. See, there's another reduction in volatility right there. Yeah, Zoom pulling back. Man, just can't get with it. 0.92 for the NASDAQ. Looks like it's just boring its way up. It's going to bore you to death. You just got to sit in it. Got to bathe in it. Peloton, still good. Yeah, so Amazon here, not too bad. Actually, definitely a bit of a different signature. High volume here. Yeah, if you take this trade here for this to get back to highs, it's about a 98% move. That's not too bad. Looks like Tesla's green. So able to stabilize up here. I don't know, maybe I'll just exit my call selling strategy. We're just getting so tight, we're not dropping lower. Yeah, I'm down 10% on that, which is not bad. Okay, maybe I'll close some of these. Maybe I'll close some of these. What did MJ go down? Remember what it was. Oh yeah, I guess it did go down. Okay. Maybe I'll get out of this Tesla. Almost break even. I'm only down 10%. It's not bad. Yeah, let's do that. Can always jump back in. All right, so just precautionary measure. Market's bouncing. Tesla's sideways. I'm going to exit my short. And I'll show you guys the result of this. It's pretty cool. 585. I gotta say, I'm doing journaling. I'm really enjoying journaling. Oh, just stuff, like nothing super specific actually. I was thinking about it last time. I'm like, I want to do more journaling. Um, I'll show you this what I was doing here. So as you guys know, what I've been doing is I've been um Q's going up down to almost a full percent, or trying to go to a full percent. Have you tried a trick with your kids when you force them to count your hairs? Is that a mean joke? Is that a joke, Ellie? About me being bald? I resemble that. That's messed up. So anyway, so as you guys know, I bought an option and I've been selling calls every week since then. And here are the results. Here are the results of Tesla basing, me liking it and realizing it's basing. So check this out. So these are each one of the calls I sold. Okay. This is the amount that I sold it for. This is the amount that I covered it for. The dates, the gain, the number of days each trade took, and the amount of dollars I was making per contract. Because I'm only doing one contract. I'm just kind of testing this out. So what you got here? So I bought the one Tesla call for 138.44 on 9/8. So basically a month ago, actually. And I've covered 25% of that expense by doing this. So I've gained 23.26, and I paid 138 for this, which is 25%. So that's my total. That's the total amount of this option I've paid off in a month by recognizing the basing in Tesla and just taking advantage of it. So I was making $48, $62, $107, $153 a day. You know, the longer option here didn't gain me as much. 62, 48, 62. These were, so I held this for 2 days, made $48. This one I sold for $1,000, $998, and I let it expire completely, $926. I didn't sell it at all; it just expired, and I kept the full $998. This does not include commissions, by the way. And then I got back into one at 436 and closed it out almost nothing at $7. Made 436 to 7, total of 429 over 4 days. And then what I did over here, so this was 10-2. I closed it out a few days later, and then I rolled it into another option of the same week, the same expiration week. And that's when I made 153 and $130 per day. And then this one I started yesterday. And I just closed it out just to kind of, Tesla not dropping. So a little nervous, I guess. Maybe it's a bad thing to do, but I guess I can always jump back in. So that one I took a $45 hit. So all in all, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, I had one profitable and paid off 25% of an option that I'm up 45% in. So could probably add that to that and then math, which I don't feel like doing. So pretty cool. And see Tesla right now, yeah, still could have even held that. Do you want us to multiply all the days in profit per day? What do you mean? Multiply all the trades? Like annualize it? Annualize those returns? I guess you could, but this is a I think this is kind of a unique case. I mean, I'm not sure if that's what you mean. You know what I could do here? So that's 29 days in total. $75 average per day. So if you're to annualize that, that includes weekends, by the way. So that's $27,000 a year, which is not bad. I'm looking at the strategy going, damn, I may have to do this a lot more often. And I was thinking about it, and this is what I'm thinking about. I have to stripe these, they're getting too close. But it looks better this way. I'll stripe the date, maybe. There we go. Do something like that. All right, that'll work. So that's annualized return. And this is without even scaling up. This is with just buying the one. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Um, but I think this. I think Tesla's a unique case. I've haven't tried to do this with anything else yet. I think Tesla's unique because I follow it so much. But if you find yourself in a basing situation and you've got yourself a call, or like I did with Tesla, bought the call, I think that's pretty good. And I mean, I was thinking about it too. I'm like, man, maybe I should add to this position, because if you multiply this by 10, you're looking at $276,000 a year. If once you start to get a ton of, that's a lot of scale, but you know, well, there is a lot of turnover. You can see right here's each trade: one, two, three, four, 6 trades in a month. That's 6 trades in a month right there. And so that would be essentially $12 or $6 worth of commissions if I were to put commissions in here, but I don't care. So remove this 6. It would just be 2,320 is what it would be. Ooh, Royal Caribbean, is it doing stuff? Let's go look. Yeah, and see, I even got a little scared on Tesla. Probably still could have held that, been okay. Emotions, always your worst enemy. Yeah. So Royal Caribbean, we were looking at this last week with a cup and handle here, big cup and handle. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's got a nice cup and handle on it. We're chopping above the 200-day now. We're above the 200-day. We just got to get above these levels here at about 75. I mean, bigger picture, it's really hard to say for me, just because of the coronavirus. Yeah, I think, yeah, if you've got a damn, Rob, 5-1 to 9-9. Sorry, I just saw your post in Slack. So you want to look at, what is that? That's your whole balance history? Is that when you started taking trading seriously? Is this with your 20 positions? That's excellent. He loves that come on man line, doesn't he? Look, here's the deal. Can you do a Joe Biden impression? His voice is just so generic. All right, let's look at Visa. But yeah, I think Royal Caribbean longer term out of a cup and handle, I can't be mad at that. But I can't bring myself to pull a trigger. Um 5 minutes from dying. Come on, man. Well, I think Visa came down, tested, got supported by the 200. I end up sounding like George W. Bush, probably. Is that it? I kind of think I sound like George. Come on, man. So Visa, what you have to understand is that Visa always goes up. Everyone uses Visa. So you have to understand. No. If I taught James that, he would never stop doing that. And then it would be like Idiocracy's show, like Punch Him in the Nuts or whatever that is. That would be my life. That would just be my entire life. Well, yeah, you do. That's you San Francisco liberals. Now I'm going to throw that at you. Oh, it's fun. socialist ball hitting. Ouch. That's taking it a step too far, Ellie. Man, that's taking us. That's ouch. Ooh, over 1% for the Nasdaq now. EXPI closed too soon. As usual. Guess I can get back in. I don't know. EXPI killing it. Yeah, you can never do the right thing. Never do the right thing. But man, EXPI doing great. That is freedom. Trump should be all about that. All right, 1.02 for the Nasdaq. How's D-Dog doing? Not too bad. We still haven't broken the threshold. Zoom still trying to get going here. Can't quite bring itself to make a full run yet. It looks like it's heading that direction though. Because we're civilized, Ellie. I agree with you. It's a civilized world. I think I'm gonna take the Zoom trade now. It's eating up enough value out of my option. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. You said you like Genus, huh? All right. Let me pull the trigger on Zoom here before I really lose everything. This happens to me all the time. Yeah. See, it was at 144. Now it's at 120. I've already lost like 20%. Okay. What are we at right now? 498. All right, let's do that. 502.5. And I think what I'll do is I'll layer in is what I'll do. Let's see. All right, layering into Zoom 502.5. We'll see what happens. All right, Nasdaq still at 1%. Genus, you mentioned Genus. That's what we wanted to look at. Yeah, Genus and his big cup. Yeah, it's actually not bad at all, is it? And it has options. Ridiculous. Any positions, Ellie? Oh, these are the Genius Brands. They do kids shows. They do kids educational shows. Canceled license acquisition agreement for Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Move forward with Pac-Man property, which is already on air. Wow, they're doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I don't know why this thing went up to frickin' $8. Let's see what this looks like by the... I don't know what time frame to have on this. It's so difficult. This thing just seems to do nothing and then pop. Even on the weekly, it's just down, 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 down. A little bit of rise, down, down, down. Like you get, I guess that was a 60%, 50% rise. That's pretty good. And then this thing rose 100%. So yeah, at 1.4. I don't know. Fannie Mae? What do you mean, RP? I don't understand. 2009 was pretty bad. What do you mean took off? I'm assuming that's Fannie Mae. I'm not even sure they're still around. They're still around. And they've done nothing. Well, look, if you can't understand something, then don't trade it. Don't invest in it. If you have to work that hard, there's so many investment opportunities that just move to something else. Like, it's not even worth it. It's an academic question. Do it on your time off. Oh shit, 7:54. I'm having too much fun today. All right, guys, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta take a break between shows, see what the kids are doing and stuff. Gonna keep an eye on Zoom. I did take an initial position, which is a quarter of a position size. We'll see what happens with it. If it can stabilize, I may add a little bit more. Oh, is that genius? Yeah, I've seen that. My mom's shown the kids that once or twice, or when they're over there. I'm bouncing, guys. You guys have a good day. I'll see you in the Power Hour or later tomorrow. Oh, it's Friday. Yeah, I won't see you tomorrow. Jeez, forgot it's Friday. Have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe and don't buy too much genus. Later.